everyone, welcome to Beyond the Front Porch,
where we live is just the beginning.
So today we're going to talk about neighborhoods, some of our favorite neighborhoods in Denton, and this isn't an exhaustive list by any means, so we're going to start by talking about the South Denton neighborhoods.
Yeah, I live in South Denton, so it's kind of my favorite area.
Yeah, and we all love Southridge and Forestridge, so.
Yeah, so I am going to pull up the stats on each neighborhood. So we're going to talk about Southridge first, which is one of my personal favorite neighborhoods. I would love to move to that neighborhood. Yeah, it's
the spiral.
Yeah, the what do we call it? The cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a great older neighborhood that has it's got a lot of homes with bigger lots on it. Lots of character.
They're
lots
all
of trees.
custom pretty much.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's just a cool neighborhood to drive through. I have a friend, her mom lives in that neighborhood. So when my kids were younger, we would go to their pool every summer, all the time.
Yeah, so, it's funny because we always forget there's a pool.
Yeah.
Or at least I do. And it's voluntary. It's a voluntary HOA.
Yeah.
And but if you're a member of it, then you can use the pool. And what else is that? Does it have like a tennis court as well? There's something else over there in a park.
Yeah,
it's really
there's
pretty.
A little park area. The pool has you buy a membership too, and so you pay for the summer. But it has it's got a little cabana. It's got bathrooms. It's got kind of an indoor space that you can also use for parties and stuff like that.
That's
it's
cool.
got a grill.
I've never actually been inside of it. So
yeah, it's cool. Nice. I mean, it's not like a monster pool or anything like that, but we always had a great time, and we did do a birthday or two there.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Yeah, and the neighborhood has such a wide variety. So you've got all the ones on Sandpiper, and Skylark, that are a little bit on the lower end pricing wise. And then you've got stuff that goes all the way, like the Stonegate, Lyndhurst area, that goes all the way up to nearly $1 million, or maybe just slightly over at this point.
Yeah,
and stuff from the 1950s, all the way to the early mid 2000s.
Yeah.
So you've got a big variety over there. That's one of my favorite things, is because when you go look over there, there's something for everyone. And then there's just such a wide variety that you don't know what you're going to walk into.
Well, and especially since a lot of them are older homes, the layouts inside are always whoa.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Those,
where do you go?
Double layer ones that has the walking bridge over the moat. and you park, and you basically have to go upstairs to go to the living area and the kitchen. I was like, this is so cool, but groceries.
Right.
Going upstairs with the groceries does not sound like too much fun, but it's such a cool house.
And back then, they were much more about the separation of areas and stuff. So there's been a few that I've walked in, and then you're walking around and you're wait, where am I?
Yeah.
How do I get back to the living room?
Yeah.
Or the whole game that we love to play of what does this light switch do?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and then plenty of sunken living rooms and cool light fixtures and big mirrors, and
a lot of mid-century modern architecture and the old ranch style builds, and the big lots with the big
wet
trees.
Bars. I love wet bars.
I went into one and it had a wet bar kind of in the middle of the living room, where it was this kind of squared off area between the living room and the kitchen. It was really cool. And then there was a living area over here and another living over there, and then a big screened in porch area, and then this huge backyard, multi-tiered backyard.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. You go look on my YouTube channel. I think I did a tour.
Yeah, I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that neighborhood. So right now, the average sales price as of November in Southridge was $554,900. But that just shot up. So in October it was $509,500, and in September it was $452,500. So they must have sold some big, really updated homes in that neighborhood in the past 3 months.
Couple months, yeah.
So yeah, I think the lowest peak in the last year was January of this year, where it came down to $415,000. And right now is the highest that it's been in the last year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of had a little bit of volatility over there, but that is kind of Southridge though, because you have homes that are like old that haven't been updated, and so that's the ones that the investors will buy up and get them for really cheap. So the high 3s, lower 4s, and stuff like that. So that's probably what that was.
Yeah, it looks like there was a house on Pennsylvania that sold for $554,900. So I think that's why it shot up, is because there was only one house that sold, and it sold at $554,900.
And it was probably big and updated.
3,000 square feet, 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom.
Yep.
I don't know how updated it was. I don't know, it looks pretty nice. So
yeah, you do have like the in-betweens in there too, where it's been maybe like partially updated. Yeah. But yeah, really great neighborhood over there.
Yeah, and those big lots are amazing. You can have, you can get stuff like this one right here, for instance, is on 0.4 acres. And so that's a huge lot. So you have like all the privacy because the house is set back, and then you have a large backyard, which is fantastic. So.
Yeah, I love that about that neighborhood. Yeah, it says that right now there's 4 pending sales. So not a lot of turnover in that neighborhood.
Right.
It looks like back in June was when they had the most. They had 20 pending sales in June.
That's kind of the height of the sales season.
Yeah,
in June.
July was the highest number of closings at 21. Yeah. And just one for November, which is that one.
Yeah.
And 4 for October and 10 for September. So that's pretty normal as far as like the time of year and everything.
What's the average days on market?
Average days on market. There it is. 142 days, but that shot up.
Yeah, so it was
October.
9 before that one sold. 9 days on the market. So it's a hotter neighborhood. Yeah. It's like if things are priced right, and it's also kind of a game of like, is the right buyer looking? Because some of those houses are very specialized in their layouts and everything.
Yeah, they're very unique.
It'll sell for a high amount of money if the right buyer is looking. Kind of like the bigger historic homes in Denton as well.
Yeah. So over the past year, the other highest days on market was only 79 days. But other than that, it seems to hover between 30 to 40
which
days
is really good.
Yeah,
really good right now.
Yeah. Considering the last year that we've had, it's really good.
Yeah.
So Southridge definitely retains its property values.
Definitely, yeah. And it's a great neighborhood to buy into because it's really easy to get to the downtown area, but it's also super easy if you're commuting down to Dallas, to DFW area, because you've got kind of a straight shot. You don't have to deal with all the Denton traffic.
Yeah.
You only have to deal with the South Denton traffic, which is usually a little bit better.
Which I like, living in South Denton.
Yeah, I helped somebody move from Mac Park area down into Pecan Preserve, and he said it saved him 20 to 25 minutes on his commute down to Dallas. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's not that far.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it takes me the same amount of time to get to the north side of Denton as it takes for me to get to Louisville.
Wow.
Sometimes less.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the percent of original list price. So it looks like that one house sold for 96% of list price. And it looks like it's fluctuated. It was way down in 24. It was at 92. Well, way down. A lot lower. And that was in January of 2024. It was at 92%. And it's gone just kind of up and down since then, but generally up. Yeah. April was at 100% on average. And then just in the upper 90s.
So just to give you an example, anything over 100% kind of indicates multiple offers. So right now in Southridge, it looks like we're not really seeing very many multiple offers. I'm sure that there are some out there selling for, over list price, but the majority of them are not. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Which again is normal.
That's totally normal.
Yeah. For the market that we're in right now. Over the last year. So what else do we want to look at? Do we want to go to the next neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our other favorite, which is Forestridge. And this is one that I love to just drive around in.
Yeah, for sure. And Forestridge is one of those where it's like Idiot's Hill is where you first live in Denton, or the Pecan area actually is where you first live. Then you move to Idiot's Hill. Then you move to Southridge. Then you move to Forestridge. It's kind of the stair step.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you might just fall in love with a house that you live in one of the previous neighborhoods and stay.
Yeah.
So, because there's really cool houses in all those neighborhoods.
Yeah, and it looks like Forestridge has actually had a recent downturn in sales price, but I think that is also a product of how many homes that have sold. Because right now it's listing the average sales price at $570,
which is a really good price for Forestridge.
Yeah, that's out of 7 sales.
Yeah, that's more than sold in Southridge.
Yeah. So Forestridge had 7 sales in November, 10 in October, 8 in September, 10. So it's been going like 8, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Right around there each month.
And it looks like there was a house in Forestridge that sold under $500,000, which that's a deal. So it sold for $499,900 over on Highview Court. So, and all these houses are also on a very large lot, and they're like a next step up, like a higher end of custom. So if you haven't been to that neighborhood, just go get some hot chocolate and drive through, because
right.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure right now too, with like the Christmas lights and stuff like that, I'm sure it's really pretty, because they do, go all out and everything. But it's kind of the same thing as Forestridge but I think all of them have big lots.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least half an acre.
Yeah.
And it's an older neighborhood, so you've got a lot of big trees. Yeah. A lot of privacy.
There's not a lot of cut through streets, just like the Southridge. So, and a lot of them, are larger, and they all have very custom floor plans. Yeah. So
and I love, like, if you're going north on the left hand side, it's got each one of those is like its own little circle as you go up.
Yeah. And then the really pretty part is, I still consider it Forestridge, but it's called like Montecito. I think it's just that, but it's got Montecito, and I could see it in my head. One of the other streets starts with an S, but I sold a house on that street.
It's funny when you can't remember those things.
I know.
You're like, that thing, the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just south of the South Lakes Park, which I think is awesome too. Santa Monica.
Santa Monica, yeah. Yeah, so like those streets are really beautiful as well. And there's even a private lake back there, where if you own a house that backs up to the lake, you have access to it, and it's really pretty.
I have heard, though, that some of the houses that back up to the lake are having like sinkhole issues.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know how much of that has been repaired, but I had a friend who lived in that neighborhood, and she said one day their entire kitchen floor dropped out. Like, thankfully nobody got hurt or anything, but the whole floor like dropped out, and it was because the water table underneath was like seeping in. So I think it probably depends on like how far away the house is from the lake and all that kind of stuff. But
that's crazy.
Rumor.
Yeah.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's
also
not.
Also a great reason to have a local realtor who knows these things, right? So
so yeah, I've always been like, man, if I ever sold one of those, or if I ever wanted to buy one of those, I would definitely like
get
be
an
very
engineer's
careful.
report or something. Yeah.
Like maybe have the soil tested or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my gosh, they're just gorgeous, and huge pieces of land, especially those ones right off the lake.
Yeah.
I used to be in a run club at the Brick House Gym, which is around the corner at Unicorn Lake. And so we would run from Brick House, and our 3-mile loop would take us up down Montecito.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I loved running that road.
So some of those houses on Santa Monica have it's over an acre, so some people had horses. And then they had like a private like tennis court, and there's some crazy stuff over there.
And it is so beautiful. Like, it really is one of my favorite streets to like just drive through.
Yeah. I went to a broker open, and it was a 2-story like southwestern style. It had saltillo tile throughout. It had the big beams up top. I was like, I didn't know there was anything like this in Denton. Now it was over $1 million. Yeah. So, and it's probably worth way over $1 million today. Yeah. And it sold. But yeah, very beautiful homes. And it had a cool history too. I forget what exactly it was, but a lot of people that were integral in developing Denton in the like 60s, 70s, 80s, they built their custom homes there.
Yeah, so they're all custom. So yeah, there's one that is for sale right now that is $569,900, which is a steal for Forestridge.
Mhm.
It's 28.95 square feet, 3 bedroom, looks like 3.5 bath, or sorry, two and a half bath.
Yeah.
But really cute. Looks like 2-story.
Yeah. And it's on like almost
Like
0.4
cottage.
acres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Forestridge is also a voluntary HOA. But I don't think they have any amenities.
It's a very small amount.
Yeah.
It's voluntary, and I think it's like under $100
$75
a year.
month.
Or
Or $70 annually.
Yeah, $75 annually, and it really just the pretty Forestridge sign up front. It's like, hey, if you want to contribute to help take care of it, then we'll take your money. But if not, then and I think they do the flags.
Yeah.
I think they do various things throughout the year.
Yeah, just like decorative things for the
Mhm.
neighborhood.
But yeah, it's a nice house.
Yeah, it's really cute. I want it.
So it's pretty redone.
Yeah, fairly redone. It's a little bit older flooring, but I kind of like that character. Gas stove.
No popcorn.
No popcorn. Gotta have a gas stove.
Yeah, I love cooking on a gas stove.
I had a flat top in the house before this one. I hated it.
Same. It's easier to clean than a gas stove, but
Do you think so? I don't think so. I hated it.
You just wipe it. The gas stove, you have to lift up the grates
like
and do all the thing. But the cooking itself is way better.
But on the flat top, like stuff gets cooked on there while you're cooking, so it's really hard to like get that stuff off once it's kind of cooked on. Yeah, that was always the hardest part, is like not scratching it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see the outside. Oh, 2-tiered lawn.
Perfect for a pool.
Yeah. And
so yeah, if you want to see this house on Forestridge, give us a call. We're happy to show it to you.
Okay. Stop gushing about our favorite fancy neighborhood. Okay. Right around the corner from Forestridge is Wind River Estates, and this is a more kind of like mid to entry level neighborhood.
And it's much newer. So, but I think it's one of the lesser known neighborhoods. A lot of people know about Wheeler Ridge and a lot of those neighborhoods down there, but Wind River Estates, they're just really nice, well-built homes. I forget who the builder is down there, but it's just really nice, like Crater Lake, Loon
They
Lake.
have really great amenities. They have like a little pond. They've got a pool. They've got a covered playground, which is really great. I had a friend that lived in that neighborhood when my boys were little, so we would go over to their play area and stuff like that with them, and it was really nice. And they go... And granted, I haven't been over there for Halloween for a while because I like my neighborhood. But when I went over there, they went all out for Halloween.
And it's like when you go trick-or-treating, you don't want to go to a neighborhood like Southridge or Forestridge. Beautiful homes,
far apart.
But they're very far apart and lots of hills.
So this one was great. I mean, like there was people handing out hot dogs. There was a guy with a chainsaw with the chain removed, but he was like running around like with the mask and everything, and he had it like going, and he was chasing people. It was so much fun. So maybe not if you have little kids, but they were being respectful. Yeah. But it was fun. Okay, so sales price in Wind River. Right now we're looking at $358,500.
And that's pretty, that's bordering on entry level. So.
Yeah. So, and that they just had a big dip too. Their high mark this past year was $411,667, and that was in January. Let's see. They have 3 pending sales right now and 3 closed. So again, not a huge number, which is maybe why, they've just had some of the lower end homes sell.
Because it is kind of a smaller neighborhood too. It's not a large neighborhood. It looks large, but when you really get in there, not a lot comes up for sale.
Oh, they do have that. They have a little walking trail that goes around their little ponds and stuff too. That was part of where we ran through for my run club.
Right.
We would go through their little pond area. It's really cute. They have the ducks and the geese and all that.
Yeah. And it's right next to the movie theater.
Yeah. And there's a lot of homes that face those pond areas and everything too. So that's really cool.
And even if you back up to if you back up to Wind River, it's a 30-mile-an-hour road, and you don't really get trucks down it. So it's really not a big deal.
Yeah, it was great for the run club.
Yeah.
Days on market is 34. Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
for a lower mid-level neighborhood.
Yeah, and it does have an HOA, but it's again, it has a lot of the amenities and everything as well. So I think it's one of those. It's also not an outrageous HOA. Like nowadays, you see stuff that's
$900 a year.
Yeah, yeah,
for
and
Oakmont.
yeah,
It gets you social membership.
Exactly.
I have a listing there right now, so yeah. But let me go back to here. Pull a listing from Driver.
yeah.
Yeah, so
345 semi-annual.
Yeah,
So it's around 700 a year.
So there's one
and with a pool is not bad.
Yeah, and they have a lot more amenities. So way
Yeah.
more amenities than both Southridge and Forestridge.
Right.
They've got a lot of facilities. They've got the ponds. They've got the pool, the playground.
Mm-hmm.
I think they even have like an indoor like basketball court or something like that. I haven't been inside the building, but it's right next to the playground. And something I think you can rent it out for like parties and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've got one in there right now that's $350, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1866 square foot. They're also newer homes.
Yeah. So you're not going to have a lot of the electrical and plumbing
that you would have with
Yeah.
Southridge or Forestridge.
Yeah. I think it's one of my favorite established neighborhoods.
Yeah.
As far as like an HOA neighborhood.
Yeah.
Goes.
Better than mine. Oh, look at that. That's cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that one goes, the one that's 350 is up on one of the ponds.
Yeah. And landscaped. So.
Really cute. They've got like a little creek going through their backyard. Yeah. That's cute.
So if you want to go see this one, give us a call. It's $358.
Yeah.
So
no, $350.
Oh, $350. That's even better.
Yeah.
So
there's another one. And then last but not least is my neighborhood. If you want to come be my neighbor, the Preserve at Pecan Creek, which I feel like really, I mean, for the value and what you get in my neighborhood and like the quality of homes here, and we have kind of a variety. So we have, much larger homes that are newer. We have a section of the neighborhood that was they just built it out and finished all the building 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's homes that are like pretty much brand new.
Yeah, I remember when those were going in.
Mm-hmm. A lot of controversy with those. So if you're interested, we can have a talk. But and then there's another section
they weren't very nice to realtors. I'll just say that.
They weren't very nice to the HOA, and their construction quality was not all that great. So
yeah, I can I've seen their other products and I wasn't a fan. It felt like apartment. It felt like an apartment on their lower end. This was their higher end line, but on their lower end line, it just feels like you're walking.
They make it look really nice, so they have kind of like higher end finishes and everything, but I know at least one home in there, they had to completely replace their back patio.
Wow.
Their poured concrete back patio because it cracked and it was not even a year old. They had to completely redo the plumbing in one of their bathrooms because it started leaking. So they had to literally come in.
And the builder didn't do it?
No, the builder came in. They made them do it, but these people are like, they're an older retared couple and they don't take.
They have a lot of time on their hands to make sure it gets done.
So they were like on it. But yeah, they had to pull all the tile and retile the bathtub and pull out the tub and redo all the plumbing, give them a brand new tub, brand new tile. Their bathroom was out of commission for, I think, a month or so while they did all that work.
That's a mess.
Yeah. And like, that's not even all of it. And they said that they've talked to other neighbors in that section and all of them have had some kind of issue.
So again, it's great to have a local realtor that knows these things.
Yeah, because I would, if I had anybody wanting to buy in that section, I'd be like, we need to go through
Let's go look at the older ones.
with a fine-tooth comb because they are pretty.
Yeah.
They are pretty. But yeah, you really got to check everything.
Well, and I think don't they have smaller lots than these houses too, and everything? So
and they kind of stick out because the builder came in and this HOA has very strict like standards for what a house needs to look like and what the colors need to be and all that kind of stuff. And they were just like, no, we're not doing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the HOA had lawyers and fought them, and in the end, it was like, well, it's done.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And I know also Preserve at Pecan Creek, they have like an early 2000 section, and then they have an after basically post 2008 section.
Yes. So and there's actually one that's like the later teens,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So like my house is 2008. There's some that are, you know, it's kind of like all along.
Yeah.
From when they started building in the like in 2000,
right,
to the ones that just got built.
Yeah. So you have a
there's
really
different sections all
wide
over.
variety. Yeah. And there's some more like Cape Cod style homes here. I've sold one of those. Yeah. They're really cute.
Maddie lives in one of those.
And have really good floor plans. And then you've got the I don't know, it's funny because your floor plan feels newer than 2008.
It does.
So you've got like that newer feel too.
Yeah.
And you've got 1 stories, 2 stories, all on great lots. And then you've got a pool, a playground, an amazing walking trail.
Yeah. And then we've got
and
pickleball, basketball.
Wow.
We have a clubhouse that you can rent out.
And the schools are high rated here too.
Yeah. The Pecan Creek Elementary is right there. So if you have younger children, it's a great school.
Yeah.
It's super. We're not allowed to say it's great, are we?
Yeah. And it's super accessible to 35 as well.
Yeah. Too. Yeah. I mean, that was one of the things, like when we were looking, I lived in the next neighborhood over, Villages of Carmel. And so like we had driven through over here periodically, and Derek was like, if we're going to move to Denton, we're going to live in that neighborhood. And I was like, done.
Yeah. It's funny because I view Villages of Carmel almost like a kind of a appendage of Preserve at Pecan Creek because it's so close. Yeah.
It is, but
it's a whole different
it's a different feel.
Yeah.
It's, I think, more on the entry level side.
Yes.
But we also, a part of the Preserve at Pecan Creek, a section of that kind of side of things of Lakeshore is part of Preserve. Yeah. Because when I first moved in, I thought all of that was Villages, but there's a section that is Preserve, and it kind of like goes like this.
Yeah, that's
where
why
it's Villages and the Preserve, and then Villages again.
History Maker was a big builder over there, so I sold a couple of their homes over there.
And up here on the back side of Lakeview, it's a lot of First Texas. So First Texas homes.
Did they build your home?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of First Texas. Yeah. But yeah, and then like I think they did a really good job of the variation of the front of the homes.
Yeah, they really have.
Yeah, and the floor plans, like there's a similar like almost base floor plan, and I feel like they had a lot of modifications that you can do. Yeah. So like
the fronts are all different.
And the fronts are all different. Yeah. They have different bricks. So when you're driving through, it doesn't look like a cookie cutter neighborhood. Right. So, but like,
and the streets are curved, which helps too.
And cul-de-sacs. Like I live in a cul-de-sac. There's several cul-de-sacs, and there's nothing like back here. Yeah. So you're not getting traffic that's going through anywhere. Right. You can go through on Edwards to get like to Mayhill and stuff like that, but it's not a big.
It's usually not faster unless there's a really bad wreck.
And that's further down Lakeshore from where I am. So everything that's back here, the only traffic you're getting is the people that live here, because beyond us is Army Corps of Engineer. Yeah. And we've got the creek, Pecan Creek, which runs through the backside of the neighborhood. So that's kind of cool because like we get deer. We get, critters and stuff like that, which can be not so cool. It makes me laugh every time somebody's like, I saw a coyote. I'm like, they're here every night. Yeah. So you do have to
It's cool because that's kind of a protected area too along the creek.
And there's like a little, dirt trail where you can go back to the creek, and people go back there and go fishing and stuff like that. There's a really pretty like little spot where you can like go even like swim in the creek and stuff like that. So it's nice. I really love living here.
Yeah. So you get like a little taste of country.
Yeah. And that's what I love about it is that we
great
can
for having kids too.
Yeah. Yeah. The boys like to go and fish in the creek and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that it has a really great HOA. Like there's a standard that they set for things, but they're pretty flexible when it comes to, the modifications that you want to make on your home. So like, the rules and regulations really spells everything out. But like, if you come to the architectural committee, I know the girl that works on it, and she's like, they're not going to be stingy about it. Like there are certain rules about, people who can have an 8-foot fence and people who can't. But if you're in a certain area and it makes sense for you to have that size of fence, like they'll make exceptions to the rule. Or if you you want to stain your fence, but there's I think there's 2 shades that they allow for fence stain. And you want to do something that's maybe slightly different, but not crazy, like you can probably get that done. And then like if you want to do something to the front of your house, you do have to get approval from like your neighbors. But I mean, I don't, if you don't want to do something crazy, like most people are going to be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like we did that before. We've had our neighbors come to us before and we're just like, yep, we'll sign that little thing or whatever. So like, as far as HOAs go, like they're flexible, they're not stingy, they're not mean about it. And they take care of the neighborhood, which I think is great.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are kind of anti HOA, but I'm like, if you're moving into an HOA, you know that there's going to be rules to follow, and
if you want
to rules.
If you want to see a neighborhood without an HOA and see why they can sometimes be a good idea, let us know, because we can tell you where to go and drive down the streets.
Yeah.
So where the houses are painted like bright blue or totally redone, it's just like a standard brick neighborhood, and some people have totally redone to totally modern facade, and it just looks really weird.
Really
right next to everything else. So.
Or their grass is 10 feet high and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But a washer and dryer out in the front.
So, yeah. So anyways, we've had a lot of fun talking about the neighborhoods and everything. So
we didn't talk about the pricing.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the pricing.
Let's see. In Preserve at Pecan Creek, the average sales price is $417. And so we have a wide really variety. So there's some that are, if you go in the one section, they'll be in the 3s. If you're looking at a larger home, they're up in the 7s.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the range that we have here.
So this is like a move up home, like a second or third home.
Yeah. So my house is just under 3,800 square feet. It's not like super updated like some of the other homes I've seen in this area, and it would probably sell for $550 to $600, I'd say. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah, we're a 5-bedroom.
Yeah,
5-bedroom, 3.5 bath. But yeah, let's see, the best over the last year was $555 in June of 2024. It's kind of gone up and down since then. We've got 6 pending sales, which is the lowest it's been over the last year, except for it was 6 in December of 2024, so I guess we're right on track. I guess we see that sales kind of.
It's a pretty active neighborhood, but also it's not like overwhelmingly active.
No. So 8 sales in the last month, 19 sales in June, very normal. Days on market, 50 in November. The highest was 109.
Yeah. It looks like it stayed pretty stable except for that real high jump.
Yeah.
Somewhere between like 20 and 50. So, and that's a really good range.
Yeah, that was November of 2024. So that's totally understandable that it would be higher days on market in the winter. And then in the summer, spring, summer, it's like 40, 50, 30, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So great. I think the homes here really hold their value well too.
Yeah. Very, like we were saying, it's very accessible for commuters, and it's also great for people that might work at UNT or TWU, and it's very accessible to both Denton and Louisville. And a lot of people think this is Corinth, but it's not. It's right on the edge, but it's not. So, so yeah, it's a very accessible neighborhood. I always think the southern end of Denton really holds their value as far as the newer homes go.
Yeah.
The northern homes, it's a little bit more hit or miss because of that 20-25 minutes, right? And you're practically Sanger Crum area as well, which are cheaper areas to live in, property tax wise. So
and it's a big jump in price going from the other side of the lake in Louisville, or Highland Village and stuff like that, to like, oh, I only can go 5 to 10 minutes more on my drive to wherever it is you're driving to.
And still have highly rated schools.
Yeah, and, get a lot more bang for your buck as far as your house goes.
Because the older Highland Village homes are selling about what these are, but they're homes that are built in the 80s.
Yep.
They're smaller, bigger lots, but...
to get a comparable house in Highland Village, you'd pay a lot more.
Yes,
a lot more. Yeah. There we go.
Awesome.
Preserve at Pecan Creek. If you'd like, there's 17 homes for sale right now in Preserve at Pecan Creek. So if you'd like to see any of those, I would love to show you, because it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think you've got some tours of some of the neighborhood homes on your YouTube channel too.
So on my YouTube, it's Get Moving with Mariah. So if you
Mhm.
want to see some of the homes that are in this neighborhood, I did one of the bigger homes just a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, check it out.
Yeah, so these are all great neighborhoods. So thank you for coming along with us on this little tour. We didn't hit all the South Denton neighborhoods, and we'll hit some more at some point as well. But we wanted to kind of just give you the highlights and some of the more popular neighborhoods. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming. Give us a subscribe, like, comment if you have any feedback on the neighborhoods that we went over today. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.